So here we have my brand new Orbea Gain D30i e-bike, and it's beautiful. That's all I can say. It is an absolute game changer, and I wish I'd done it a lot earlier. And my first ride on it, only got it on Thursday, couldn't get out Friday or Saturday because of the rain. Planned to do a 28-mile loop, but some of those roads are flooded today. So I'm just giving it a quick test ride and see how we get on with it. But it is the Orbea Gain D30i with Shimano 105 Di2 12 speed. And it's, as I say, it's a lovely bike to ride. I've already noticed a great difference going up the hills around here. And why did I choose it? Well, I've been thinking about a new bike for quite some time, and been watching a couple of guys who I must say thank you to for the guidance and their advice. That's Old Man Cycling on YouTube, and the Lake District cyclist, who's been a great help with his advice, and also in Spain, Jaco. I know he's gone over to the other side doing a bit of mountain biking these days, but he was also a great help, and their advice and guidance and experiences of riding this bike pointed me towards it, so I'm glad I've got it. While I'm saying thank yous too, I should also say thank you to a couple of ladies for their inspiration, and that's Katie Kookaburra and Amy Cycling Adventures. If you've never watched their channels, please do. They're fabulous, and if those two ladies with their enthusiasm for cycling don't enthuse you to go on a bike, nothing will. Anyway, I'm getting back on this one. So the first climb of Coldest Hill, as I call it, on the Orbea Gain D30i e-bike. 10% max on this, and I know already I'm going faster than I did on the analog bikes. So I'm only on setting 1 on this, and I'm still on the top ring, whereas normally I'd be down low, front and back. And as you can probably hear, I still have to work. It's not a free ride. Top of the hill in 3:39. It's normally anything between 4:20 and 5. Wow. Don't really want to go through that puddle. So, one of the remnants of all the rain we've had. That's coming up the 7% hill. The second climb on the Garmin, the third climb on Garmin, just coming to complete it. And again, I've ridden up on the top ring, whereas normally it would be on the low ring certainly, and somewhere between 8, 9 or 10 on the 11th ching. So there we are, 4:13 compared to over 5 or 6 minutes. There's an awful lot of lying water, so that's why I'm cutting short the planned ride today, because I know when I get into a couple of the lanes away to my left, they will be underwater or have a lot of debris down following the rain. We had something like a month's worth of rain yesterday, so a lot of roads were in flood, a lot of cars abandoned and stuck. And while I'm on the subject of thank yous, I should also say thank you to my local bike shop, John at Cycle Lane in Mary Lee, Glasgow, for all the help he gave in being able to procure the bike at this late stage of the year. The only change I've made to it, to a personal preference, is I changed the Hutchinson Fusion 30mm tyres that came from my favourite Conti's 4 Seasons. I only upped them to 32mm. No motor assistant at the moment, because I'm doing over 17 mile an hour. So soggy brakes, oh, water, no water. Oh, that does feel planted. That feels really planted. That looks a bit mucky. That doesn't look good. No problem for these tyres. The one thing I noticed, I'm not sure if it's just me or the gimmick of a new bike or the gimmick of a new e-bike, and that is when you're hitting the peak output of the 15.5 mile an hour, rather than just cutting out, the motor seems to taper off, if that makes sense. So instead of suddenly having to put more power through the pedals manually, it's a gradual input, and it's barely noticeable. But if that is what's happening, and I think it is, it's very clever. On a sunny day, with the temperature another 10 or 12 degrees higher in Scotland, riding this bike, I'm not sure you'd be able to wipe the smile off my face. That's how good this feels. Too close!